Okay, as expected, piece of cake. Little added bonus, nobody bothered to mention. The packing styrofoam, great for the knees if you don't have your knee pads on, and you can lay down on it. It's big enough. So, 13 millimeter wrench if anybody's interested for the feet. The wheels were just a no-brainer. So, and as you can see, 3 pieces of 2x, just to give you a little extra space for the feet. Bolts to come through, studs to come through. Anyway, so far so good. Next step, handle. Okay, handle kit again. Pretty simple. This direction comes with a spring loaded right here and a pull clip right here. Up to this point, I have not needed to look at the instructions. This is about the same as every other one. If you've ever put one together, even if you didn't, this is pretty brainless. You have to take this clip out right here. It comes in there to pull that out. So you got some wiggle room. Set that pin in first, and the rest of the bolts went in with a piece of cake. But for all practical and purposes, if I was to put gasoline in this thing, it'd be ready to go. I don't want to run it on gas at all. I'm going to start this thing with propane. I'm lucky I did all this in one video. Looks pretty good. What I did is I went on Amazon, found a really nice kit for this. Okay, it comes with this plug. I bought the one with a 30-foot cord. It's an L14-50, and the kit comes with the twist lock female on the other end, and it comes with a box, NEMA enclosure with the twist lock male that's recessed into it. It's weatherproof. Nice little kit. I think it was about $160. And I also bought a service disconnect for it. I've also seen a lot of guys using this 20 amp right here, which is 30 amp breaker, which is pretty cool. It's got enough. It's got another 30 amp twist lock over here. Thing's definitely got enough receptacles on it. So if you didn't want to do any of this stuff, you could use your extension cord the hell out of this thing. Off for storage, propane, obviously, gasoline. It's an idle switch or automatic idle down, obviously. Run start, that's interesting. I've watched everybody hit this, but my guess is this run start will work before you pair this. That's what everybody else I watched did. Nobody hit this run start stop, which is just a momentary contact. Oh no, it's not. That's your actually run. Okay, I got that. Never mind. Sorry about that. So it gives the appearance that once this is all charged up and everything like that, that you could hit this. I don't know yet. I haven't found that out. I know it needs oil, so I'm going for the oil next, and a visual. And at this point, I think I'm probably going to pull the manual out. Gas, LP or natural gas. I also saw at Harbor Freight they have a hose for this, an extension. I guess it's an extension. It says natural gas, but if this thing says LP NG connection, obviously it comes with an adapter for either one. So I'm about to find out. So also, interesting thing here is that this is 13,000, okay, and but it's 13,000 with gasoline. 13,000 with gasoline. It's 12,000 with LP and 10,000 with natural. Now, if you think about that, a lot of the Generacs that they're putting in are 16,000 BTUs. I mean, 16,000 watts. But that's not correct. That's maximum. That's maximum, because I've done a couple of Generacs that are just gas. So that's 16,000 watt gas. So this is 13,000. This is a fraction of the price. This thing is like, was 1,300 or something, right around there. Super high reviews. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Next step, oil. Now, it definitely pays to look up some of the unboxing videos online, because but they're right. Some of this is brainless. It comes with the oil fill tube. Oil sets back just a little bit. I've seen some guys say they tighten up the block nut. I'll check it later, but I think it's absolutely unnecessary. So I did buy the STP full synthetic 1030 for this thing. I'm gonna put a quart in it first. I've watched other guys that don't screw the dipstick in place. They just snap it in and think it needs a little bit more oil. Generally speaking, with all these small engines, the oil is always the same. You bring it up until the level is going to just spill itself out. So it's a self-filling safety device, so you don't overfill it. But according to the website, it's 1.3 quarts. So we're about to see. I put a little bit of oil in here. I'm going to interrupt everything for a minute. I already know that this battery, they say the battery's dead. So when you get it, I'm not even going to play games with it. I'm going to go get a charger right now and put a charger on that battery. Just because when I finally get to the point where I got a propane tank over here, I want this. I want to be able to. I don't want to pull start it. So I'm going to put a charger on that thing right now. A charger / tender, pretty good one, not a analog one, but a smart charger. So that's what I'm about to do. Okay, every video I watched said the battery was dead. This one's not dead. It's 12.89 volts, so it's not dead. But regardless, I'm gonna pop it on a little charge anyway. Just because it's reading voltage doesn't necessarily mean it's got the current. So, and I'm using the Handtech. This is what I use for anything that's critical for me. So, and I do this. I take a hat pin. I don't know if you can see that. Doesn't matter whether you can or you can't, but I take a hat pin to one of my leads and give it a little solder tight to it. Makes it really convenient when you got to stick through a piece of cable or something like that. And they're better than the ones that I've bought that have the pinpoints. This Handtech is an amazing device. It takes a little while to get used to using it, learn how to use it. But if for the money, it's a absolutely great item. I should give them a better review or positive review, but I haven't done that yet because I get lazy. So anyway, this is a charger that I use for keeping stuff, good batteries, hot, and it is indicating that it's giving a little charge. So this thing might be a little bit low on current, so I'm gonna give it a while. It's probably going to come up to tell me that it's charged in just a little while. The small battery. Finish putting the oil in. Okay, that's a quart and a little bit. Okay, and I could see from the tube that I could see the oil in there now. So it's pretty right at the end of the thread. So that's at the minimum fill level as far as I'm concerned. Let's see what the dipstick says. Yeah, it's 3 notches under fill. So they're right. It takes 1.3 quarts. None of videos that I've watched say it comes with this cheap little funnel thing. This is super convenient. You say what you want, but it clips onto the breaker. Keep the breaker in the up position, on the on position, and it works just great. It's very convenient, super convenient. So I got about a quart, 1.3 quarts in there right now. I could see that the level is right to the bottom of the threads, and that's where we want it to be, so it's cool. And also, just because I don't want to be a complete idiot and find out the wrong way, I did check that plug, and it is very tight. The oil drain plug, which is also in a pretty nice position, because if you look, when you go to drain that oil, it's past the brace, so that's going to be pretty convenient. The battery does come with disconnect, and it's still showing that it's charging, and I know this charger very well. That battery needed a little bit of a kick. So next, I'm going to break out the manual, go over anything that I might have missed in the startup procedure. It looks pretty straightforward. Actually, I think I'm just going to go get a propane tank, bring it over here, hook up the propane kit, and I'm going to look at the manual. I don't want to make this video and find out that I screwed up something, which I don't think that I did, because this is very straightforward. If this was a job site, we wouldn't be pulling out a manual. We'd be doing 90% of this stuff. We just get this thing up and running, and that would be the end of it. I don't want to do that. In this particular case, it's not for me. So I just want to make sure everything's right for this woman. Very nice woman. And by the way, this is purchased in Jersey, locally in Woodbridge. But I got to give props to the Greenbrook, New Jersey store on Route 22 in Greenbrook, New Jersey. And in particular, the manager. His name is Hamill, H-A-M-A-L. This guy is great. That's how I met this woman. I heard him talking to her about generators and some of her concerns, and he didn't understand, I don't think, where she lived in her scenario. And so I said, you know, she was an elderly lady, a little older than I am. I'm 74. And he was really helping her in every way he could. He wasn't steering her towards the biggest generator. He was steering her to what he thought was the best generator for her. And then we bought the one that we bought the 5,000, only to find out that it wasn't 220. I thought it was, he thought it was, we thought it was. So he ended up giving me his personal cell phone number. He texted me everything, pictures, and he kept in touch with this lady. I mean, this is a great guy. His name is Hamill, Greenbrook, New Jersey. Man, I hope you see this, because you deserve a lot of credit. I have never seen a store manager go so far out of their way to help people as you did, and props to you, buddy. Props to you. Everything else was super basic in this manual. Okay, this particular page, 21, push the engine battery on. Okay, makes sense. All right, but here it says press and hold the engine stop switch for 10 seconds until the switch indicator light flashes green, then release the switch. All right, then push the 2X button on the start remote control. It will pair the generator to start. I haven't seen anybody do that. I'm following the directions. That's what I'm going to be doing. Of course, it's going to be in propane mode. I'm about to hook that up. So, new tank, see what happens. Wish me luck. Okay, I cheated a little bit. I did accidentally start this thing. I pressed and held the run start for until it started blinking green. Like it said, press the remote control. I had this bled out. The thing started immediately. I'm going to hit on. Everybody says it's super loud. This thing is not super loud. I am only, I don't know, 15 feet away. And it's in a pocket right there. I should be getting all this reverberation for this thing. I got the idle down switch in position, new propane tank. That little bit of hesitation the second time start, no big deal with that at all. That could be just a matter of bleeding. The system itself bled out. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. It worked perfectly with the remote. And it's in idle mode right now. I'll flip it the other way. No sense in keeping this on. I'll leave it on. Hell with it. Bring it up. Let's do it again. On, press this, see what happens this time. Holding it. Okay. This is in idle down mode. Alright. I'm pretty satisfied with that. The only thing I don't like about this, I gotta look it up, is that I can't come over and just press that start button. I don't know why yet, but I'm about to find out. Oh, it says start 2 times. Let's see what that means. Let's go to idle down. 1, 2. Maybe. Yeah, that was real difficult. It's written in plain English right there. Press it 2 times and it'll start. Let's do it again. 1, 2. Hear it click. Alright, total setup time for this thing. This video is running right now, and I kept pausing it in between for everything I was doing. I don't think I spent an hour on this thing, honestly. This is, I'm going to put some load on this thing now and see how she goes. So, it pays to read some manuals sometimes. I found that one page 21 to be the only thing I really needed to read. You know, most of us that do this stuff, you know, we got a little bit of experience with this generator, that generator, the other generator. My opinion, this one is really nice. I like it. I've done some Champions, some good old-fashioned job site ones, which I still love more than anything. Did a couple Generacs, small Generacs, Kohlers. This one's got them beat, man. This one's got them beat. Anyway, that's my Predator, 13,000 watt from Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight. You did a great job with this one. You did a great job with almost everything. I like your stuff. 458 cc's, which is like 15 horsepower, something like that. It's got plenty of options on it. Nice thing, nice unit. Buy the right oil. Those of us that work on cars and stuff like that, that's one thing we all know. Fuel and oil is everything. Keep it clean, people. Keep this thing safe. Keep that battery up to charge, and should be just fine. Bye for now.